Hello everyone. Here we are supposed to see about the parameters of a rectifier. So in half wave rectifier, first we will see about the average DC load current. It is the value of a load current for a one complete cycle. It means from 0 to 2 pi. And for half wave rectifier, if you see, you will do this mathematical calculations, you will get IDC equal to Im by pi. Im is nothing but it is the maximum current. So if you will calculate for a Im, you will get according to the Ohm's law, I equal to V by R. So V is nothing but which we are giving. So you can take ESM, you can take VM or you can take V. It is nothing but the given supply voltage or you can say the maximum voltage divided by resistance. So here we are using load resistance RL. Here we are using one diode. तो डायोड के अक्रॉस का जो रेजिस्टेंस रहेगा व्हाट वी कैन से फॉरवर्ड रेजिस्टेंस RF. RF means what? It is the forward resistance. Again, here we are using transformer. So the resistance across that we can say that is the source resistance. So we can take that as a RS. So if we are calculating the value of Im for a half wave rectifier according to Ohm's law, I equal to V by R. So you will get ESM upon total resistance, that is the RS plus RF plus RF. So that this is the basic AC load current for the half wave rectifier. Now we can see about the average DC voltage. Now we have seen here average DC load current. अभी हमने current देखा है. All these are nothing but a DC because we are using here rectifier which will convert analog value into a DC, or at the output you will get DC. So here we can see now about the DC voltage. Right now we have solved डीसी करंट का इक्वेशन क्या मिला था हमें आईडीसी इक्वल टू Im बाय पाई. तो डीसी वोल्टेज का क्या होगा वीडीसी इक्वल टू Vm बाय पाई. यू आर सपोज टू रिमेंबर ओनली दैट मच फॉर्मूला. वीडीसी और ईडीसी. ईडीसी इज नथिंग बट electric battery or you can say supply, all are having the same meaning. So you can write here E or you can write here V. In my notes, if you see, I have written there V. So you can say average DC voltage for the half wave rectifier, that will be Vm upon pi. करंट था Im upon pi. IDC का इक्वेशन हमें मिला था Im upon pi. Im का Vm upon Rs plus RL plus Rf. Now for average DC voltage for a half wave rectifier, you will get EDC or VDC equal to ESM upon pi or VSM or V upon pi, or you can say Vm upon pi. Now you are supposed to solve for the RMS load current. So when we are calculating the value of load current and load voltage for a one complete cycle, you will get IL RMS for half wave, that is Im by 2, and RMS load voltage for half wave you will get ESM upon 2. Now if you see DC load power, power means what? It is the multiplication of voltage into current, V into I. But instead of V, you can write I into R according to Ohm's law. So you can write EDC into IDC, मतलब VDC into IDC, or I square R, मतलब current का square into R, because IR you can write instead of EDC and IDC as it is. So you will get ID square RL. So if you put all the value of IDC, RL here, you will get DC output power at the load, that is the Im square RL upon pi square. Now we can see here about the PAC. That is nothing but a input AC power from a transformer. Which transformer? Secondary. So you will get that value as a Im square upon 4 into Rs plus Rel plus Rf. After that, efficiency. They will ask there about the deficiency. Efficiency means what? It is the ratio of DC output power with respect to input power. Input power is AC, output power is DC. That's why we are writing there DC output power upon AC input power. But if you see the simple definition for efficiency, it is the ratio of output voltage, output current or output power with respect to input current, input voltage or input power. तो हम पावर की बात कर रहे हैं. Efficiency we are calculating in the form of power. So you will get output power upon input power. But output जो है DC है, input जो है AC है. That's why we are writing there DC output power upon AC input power. So you will get that value, that is PDC upon PAC. Now, if you see here, we are supposed to solve for the ripple factor. So there is a definition for a ripple factor. Ripple factor, it is the ratio of RMS value of AC component of output with respect to average or DC component of output. And if you solve that, you will get efficiency as a 40.6. In the question, they will ask about the formula or they will ask about this value. तुम्हें क्वेश्चंस जो आएगा, एक तो आएगा फॉर्मूला पे, कैसे? They will ask DC current for half wave rectifier. They will give Im by pi, Im by 2, Im by square root 2. At that time, you are supposed to understand. If we are calculating IDC for a half wave, its value is Im by pi. You will require these formulas, or sometime they will ask you about the ripple factor, about the voltage regulations, or about the efficiency. So for half wave rectifier efficiency, if you calculate, you will get 40.6. So they will give four options: 40.6, 80.6, 81.6. You are supposed to understand for half wave it is a 40.6. Now we are supposed to see about the ripple factor. If you see, there is a definition. It is the ratio of RMS value of AC component of output with respect to average or a DC component of a output. If you solve this, you will get the value of ripple factor for a half wave is 1.21. 1.21. So you are supposed to understand its value is 1.21. And if you are writing in a percentage, you are supposed to multiply that with 100. So you will get 1 to 1.1% of a DC component. After that, peak inverse voltage. Already we have seen peak inverse voltage is a VM, or you can say EM. It is the maximum input current, but which it is the maximum reverse input current. Matlab, when diode is in a non-conducting or when diode is in a reverse bias, at that time the voltage across diode, that is the peak inverse voltage, and it is a EM or it is a VM. So if you see about the half wave rectifier, you can say there are some advantage and disadvantage of a half wave rectifier. The ripple factor of a half wave rectifier is 1.21. It is quite high. If you see its output, there are lots of ripple. मतलब वहाँ पे AC component बहुत है. Maximum efficiency is only 40.6. If you see about the half wave, it is quite inefficient because its efficiency is very less. The practical value will be quite less than this. So these are the some disadvantage of a half wave, and there are some advantages, like you can say it is small in size. There is very simple constructions because only one diode is required. But there are lots of disadvantage. Because of that, we are supposed to study about the center tap rectifier, which we will use which will use two diodes instead of one diode, and which will give conversion of AC into a pulsating DC for a complete cycle. मतलब ये पॉजिटिव साइकिल में भी निगेटिव साइकिल में भी हमें पल्सेटिंग डीसी आउटपुट देगा, बिकॉज हियर वी आर यूजिंग टू डायोड. ऑलरेडी वी हैव सीन दैट कंसेप्ट, लास्ट सेशन में हम पढ़ चुके हैं, बट here again we will revise because we are supposed to see its parameter. So now you can see here, if you see about the step down transformer in a half wave, हमने क्या किया था, उसका प्राइमरी वाइंडिंग ज्यादा रखा था, सेकेंडरी कम. बट इफ यू सी हियर इन द सेंटर टैप, its primary winding is less and secondary winding are high, larger, because we are converting less amount of voltage into a high, and again we are dividing into two equal parts at the center. CT is nothing but center tap, center tap. So at the center we are dividing that voltage into a two parts. So here we are using step up transformer, step up. But how that step up we are using as a center tap, which where voltage will get divided into two equal amount of voltage at the center, due to which in positive half cycle D1 will behave forward, D2 will behave negative. एंड इन निगेटिव हाफ साइकिल जब हम निगेटिव देंगे, मतलब ऊपर का निगेटिव फिर पॉजिटिव फिर निगेटिव फिर पॉजिटिव, मतलब D2 को पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल कनेक्ट हो जाएगा, ड्यू टू विच D2 विल बिहेव फॉरवर्ड एंड D1 विल बिहेव रिवर्स पास. So due to which if you see at the output you will get pulsating DC for complete cycle. तुमको सिर्फ 0 से पाई बाय 2 के लिए मिल रहा है क्या? नहीं, 0 से पाई के लिए मिल रहा है. तो अब किसी का क्वेश्चन रहेगा, मैम आपने पाई की जगह यहाँ पे 0 T/2 T यूज किया है. नो मैटर व्हाट वी आर सेइंग, दिस इज नथिंग बट अ टाइम. और पाई/2 क्या है? If we are using for half cycle, we are supposed to use from 0 to 90. That's why we can use pi/2. For complete cycle, 0 से कितना यूज करोगे तुम? 0 से कितना यूज करोगे? 360. And for half cycle, we are using 0 से 180. That's why you are supposed to write 0 T/2 की जगह pi and T की जगह 2 pi. मतलब 2 into 180 you will get 360 पूरा whole circle, मतलब complete cycle. So you can say in a center tap rectifier, in the positive half cycle D1 will behave forward bias, D2 will behave reverse bias, and in negative half cycle D1 will behave negative bias, reverse bias, and D2 will behave forward bias, due to which you will get the output in next half cycle because of D2, and in first half cycle you will get the output because of D1. So you can see here the waveform, you will understand. If you see input waveform same which we are using for half wave, the current across diode, that is for first diode ID1. If you see here I have written ID1, so that's I am showing only for positive half cycle. Second is a ID2, current across second diode, that is in the negative half cycle. निगेटिव जहां जहां है वहां तुमको करंट कहां मिलेगा? सिर्फ सेकेंड डायोड के अक्रॉस. And the total current across the load that will be for complete half cycle continuous, and voltage. सभी को नहीं आ रही आवाज? बेटा वो तो नेटवर्क इशू है. रिमेनिंग, am I audible to you? Okay, okay, see here I am taking the recording of all this session, so you guys can go through the notes, and if you will not getting any point at that time, you can see these videos, so you will get. I am sharing all these videos in a YouTube. I will create one Google Classroom for the first year basic electronics engineering subject for division A students. So you all are supposed to join that Google Classroom. I will share their notes, I will share my whole recordings, and I will share their assignment. You are supposed to write your assignment and you are supposed to submit their assignment in the Google Classroom. मैं Google Classroom तुम्हारा create कर रही हूँ. Okay. So you can see here average load current and average voltage you will get across the load, that will be for continuous for whole cycle, due to which for positive negative cycle we are. Sumit, please mute yourself. Okay, so here these are the basic waveform for the full wave rectifier with a center tap transformer. If you see, these are the some parameters for the full wave rectifier. If you calculate IDC, you will get here 2 Im by pi. For half wave, you will get Im by pi, but here 2 Im by pi. If you see for the Im, you will get its value as, you can see here, I have written there. हाँ, if you calculate its RMS load current, you will get Im by square root 2. वहां पे क्या मिला था हमें? Im by 2. यहाँ पे क्या मिल रहा है? Im by square root 2. You are supposed to remember all these equations. After, if you calculate its RMS load voltage, you will get Im by square root 2 into RL, or you can say Vm by square root 2. If you calculate here Im, you will get Vm upon Rs plus Rf plus RL, same which you have got for the half wave rectifier. After that, if you calculate output power, you will get 4 by pi square into Im square RL. Input power Im square Rf Rs plus RL upon 2. These are the some basic formulas. You are supposed to remember all these value. If you will calculate its efficiency, वहाँ पे efficiency मिला था 40.6. But if you will calculate for the full wave, you will get 81.2. So we can say it is the advantage of a full wave rectifier. It is higher efficient than a half wave rectifier. If you calculate ripple factor, there you got 1.21, but here you will get 0.48. If you see ripple factor, we are taking like a gamma because it is the abbreviation for a ripple factor. You can derive like by using this symbol. ये symbol gamma मतलब क्या है? Ripple factor. Its value is 0.48. If you will calculate peak inverse voltage, वहां पे क्या था? Vm, but for this that value is 2 Vm, because instead of one diode here we are using 2 diode, due to which you will get PIV of a full wave, that is a 2 Vm or 2 Em. These are the advantages and the disadvantage of a half wave. If sorry, disadvantages of a full wave. हम एडवांटेजेस में क्या बोलेंगे? It is having 81.2% efficiency. It is higher than half wave because half wave में 40.6 था. After that, here you will get less amount of ripple. But if you see in the half wave, you will get their PIV Vm. But here in the reverse bias, when diode is not conducting, at that time also you are getting 2 Vm as a peak inverse voltage. So you can say it is the disadvantage of a full wave rectifier. Again, we will require here center tap transformer, which cost is higher as compared to the step down transformer. हम यहाँ पे सेंटर टैप ट्रांसफॉर्मर यूज कर रहे हैं, उसका कॉस्ट ज्यादा है. Instead of one diode, you will require here 2 diode. So this is also a disadvantage of a full wave rectifier. Now the last, this is the bridge rectifier. We will see in the short, because already we have seen about the bridge rectifier. Because in tomorrow's session we are supposed to see special purpose diode. So you can see here bridge rectifier. If we are using 4 diode in the form of bridge, we can say that as a bridge rectifier. The same construction like a half wave, because here we are supposed to use directly power supply, which we will give to the transformer. But if you see in the half wave rectifier, If you see in the half wave, we have used there the transformer which step down. Here also you will require step down. By mistake in the diagram they are showing here step up, but in the diagram here if you see in the my notes you will get primary winding जो है मैंने ज्यादा ड्रॉ किया है, सेकेंडरी कम किया है. ये बाय मिस्टेक वो डायग्राम में यहाँ पे बता रहे हैं कि प्राइमरी कम है, बट इन ब्रिज रेक्टिफायर अल्सो यू आर सपोज टू यूज स्टेप डाउन. हमें यहाँ पे सेंटर टैप ट्रांसफार्मर नहीं चाहिए, हमें यहाँ पे कौन सा ट्रांसफार्मर चाहिए, स्टेप डाउन. तो ये प्राइमरी वाइंडिंग है, ये ज्यादा बताना है, सेकेंडरी कम बताना है, एग्जैक्टली ऑपोजिट. After that, we are supposed to use four diode that in the form of bridge. So we are saying that as a bridge diode, due to which in the positive half cycle D1 and D2 will become forward bias, and in negative half cycle D3 and D4 will become reverse bias. These are the basic construction diagram. This is for the bridge rectifier. Now you can see working of a bridge rectifier in positive half cycle. Why D1, D2 forward bias? You can see here. In positive, A will become positive, B will become negative. Due to which पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल एनोड को कनेक्टेड है D1 को, तो वो क्या हो जाएगा, फॉरवर्ड. बट D2 का जो यहाँ पे D3 था वो कैसे कनेक्ट था, यहाँ पे कैथोड था. ड्यू टू विच इट विल बिकम रिवर्स बायस. सो वी कैन से इन द पॉजिटिव हाफ साइकिल as VAB is becoming positive, due to which D1 and D2 will become forward bias diodes, and D3 and D4 will behave as a open switch or a reverse bias diode, and due to which you will get voltage across load resistor because of D1 D2. And in negative half cycle, when A is negative, B is positive. If you see A negative hai, B positive, so due to which negative terminal is connected to the cathode of D4. If you see positive terminal B is connected to the anode of D3. So here when we are giving negative supply, at that time D3 and D4 will behave as a forward bias and current will flow, and D1 and D2 will behave as a reverse bias, due to which there will be no amount of current flow, they will behave as a open switch. यहाँ open रहेगा, but across load you will get the current because of D3 or D4 की वजह से. So if you see the waveform, these are exactly similar with a full wave rectifier with a center tap. What is the difference? वहां जो करंट था, ये फर्स्ट डायग्राम, voltage the main supply exactly same in the same half wave, full wave और bridge supply जो है same रहेगा, but current through वहां पे क्या था, D1, but here current through D1 and D2, because here in positive half cycle at a time two diode are behaving as a forward bias. So this is the same diagram, but only this is the current flowing through D1 and D2. आफ्टर वहां पे करंट थ्रू D2 था इन फुल वेव रेक्टिफायर विथ अ सेंटर टैप, क्योंकि वहां पे सेकेंड जो डायोड था वो फॉरवर्ड बायस था निगेटिव सप्लाई की वजह से. बट हियर व्हेन वी आर गिविंग निगेटिव सप्लाई, D3 and D4 two diode are behaving as a forward bias. So we can write here current through D3 and D4. So this is the diagram for that. Again same load current, load voltage. So this is continuous. So this is the basic waveform for the bridge rectifier, and I have given here parameter. Its IDC same as center tap 2 Im upon pi. IRMS same as center tap Im by square root 2. Its ripple factor 0.48. Its efficiency 81.2. Its PAC Im square 2 RF plus RL upon 2. Why 2 RF? Because here at a time two diode are in a forward bias. So that's why here you are getting instead of RF 2 RF. PDC 4 Im square RL upon pi square. Now we can see the advantages of the rectifier. Bridge rectifier, what we can say, it does not require center tap. Here its PIV rating is 2 Vm. whereas if you see in the bridge rectifier its PIV is Vm. मतलब सेंटर ट्रैप में जो PIV था उसका वैल्यू 2 Vm था, बट in the bridge rectifier PIV is Vm as like as a half wave. So it is the advantage of a bridge rectifier. If you see disadvantage, instead of 2 diode, here it will require 4 diode, due to which circuit become complicated. Here the secondary voltage is low and 2 diode voltage drop 1.4 volt, so it becomes significant. It creates a problem if low DC voltage is required, because here we are using 4 diode. So these are the some disadvantages. Now we can see the difference between half wave and full wave rectifier, and now after that we will conclude our session. Now I have not taken your attendance, so please be here. Now you can see half wave, full wave with center tap and full wave bridge rectifier. I have given here all these values. तो किसी को यदि थोड़ा ज्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड लग रहा है, टफ लग रहा है, तो बेस्ट वे यू आर सपोज टू अंडरस्टैंड इट्स डायग्राम फॉर हाफ वेव, फुल वेव विथ सेंटर टैप, फुल वेव ब्रिज रेक्टिफायर, जो हमने पहले डायग्राम ड्रॉ किए हैं. ओनली दिस डायग्राम, only understand its working principle, and instead of these parameters जो अभी DC voltage, DC current, ripple factor, efficiency, directly you will get all these values here. ये टेबल में मैंने पूरे वैल्यूज दिए हैं, तो you can learn from this table also. So you can see here in half wave rectifier you will use only one diode. In full wave you will require two diode. In full wave bridge rectifier you will require four diode. In the half wave, you will require ordinary step down transformer. In the full wave, with center tap, you will require only center tap transformer. In full wave rectifier, transformer you can use or you can't. It means what? It is not mandatory useful. मतलब ट्रांसफार्मर का वहां इतना कंपल्सन नहीं है. So you can say transformer is not required, or we can say transformer is used or not used. मतलब it is not compulsory to use transformer. After, in half wave, it will convert AC to DC only for half cycle. But in full wave, both bridge and center tap, it will convert AC to DC for complete one cycle. If you see input output waveform, if you want to draw, you can draw there. If you see the value of average DC load current after its RMS value, if you calculate for half wave, average DC current Im by pi, for full wave with center tap and full wave bridge 2 Im by pi, 7 number wala. IRMS for half wave, I have written there IO. IO is nothing but peak current. You can write 0 or you can write there M, means maximum. Maximum or PEAK, both are having the same meaning. So you can write there IO or you can write there IM, means maximum, or IO matlab peak. So for half wave, Im by pi, for full wave and full wave bridge, both 2 Im by pi. Now for the RMS, it's RMS Im by 2 for full wave and full wave bridge, both are having same Im by square root 2. If you see for full wave, center tap and full wave bridge, lots of things are same. If you see for the ripple factor, for half wave 1.21, for both full wave, it is 48.2, or you can write for 0.48. If you are writing in the percent, you are supposed to write 48.2. After efficiency, for half wave 40.6, for both full wave 81.2. Like that you are supposed to go through these differentiations. If you are calculating their peak inverse voltage for the half wave and for bridge rectifier, for both its value is Vm. By mistake यहाँ पे भी if you see they have given 2 E naught, but for bridge there its value is only Vm. I have given in the notes, so better way you can go through these notes. And for, if you see, for the center tap, its value is 2 Vm. So you can say for the half wave rectifier, peak inverse voltage is Vm, and for bridge rectifier and full wave rectifier with center tap, its peak inverse voltage is 2 Vm, because both side we are using their two diode at a time, due to which हम क्या कर रहे हैं वहां पे, if you see in the full wave with center tap and full wave bridge rectifier at a time, if you see at any time diode is in a conducting motion, due to which you will get their continuously voltage or current at the load, due to which for both peak inverse voltage for full wave with center tap and for the bridge, its value is 2 Vm. But if you see here, I will show you. Here कहाँ दिया है its value? Here you can see here, for the center tap also its value is 2 ESM, and for, because at a time if it this diode, ऊपर का डायोड वर्क नहीं कर रहा है तो नीचे का कर रहा है, और नीचे का नहीं कर रहा है तो ऊपर का कर रहा है, due to which you will get continuously current will flow across the load. For, because of that reason, for bridge rectifier its value is 2 Vm. After that, if you see, as compared to the half wave in full wave and in center tap transformer, in bridge and the center tap, there is a ripple will get minimized, so there is less amount of ripple. You are supposed to show the waveform. So these are the some basic differentiation between the rectifiers. Now I will take your attendance.